Hey, what's up, everybody? Tommy Meyer here, coming at you from my home studio. If I'm being a little quiet, that's because it's about 4:30 in the morning here. I'm taping this the night before, kind of cheating a little bit because I have to work tomorrow. So I'm trying not to wake up the roommates. But welcome. Welcome to Tommy Tonight. That's what I'm going to call this from now on, Tommy Tonight. It's my semi-weekly, somewhat funny internet politics talk show thingy. I don't know how long I'll be doing this for, or even how long each episode is going to be. It'll be as long as it has to be. Now, where did we leave off? Last week, I said that it was peak week, where coronavirus cases were supposed to reach their apex and finally level off. It was going to be the hardest week of most Americans' lives. So naturally, Donald Trump was laser focused on what people were saying about him on TV. You see, Sunday night, Anthony Fauci went on CNN, and he said this.
Obviously, you could logically say that if you had a process that was ongoing and you started mitigation earlier, you could have saved lives. Obviously, no one is going to deny that. But what goes into those kinds of decisions is complicated. But you're right. I mean, obviously, if we had right from the very beginning shut everything down, it may have been a little bit different. But there was a lot of pushback about shutting things down back then.
Damn, that's a Fauci burn. Now, some people took that as a veiled criticism of the president. Clearly, Trump was one of those people because Sunday night he retweeted someone who used the hashtag #FireFauci. So speculation was rampant that this was the end of Dr. Fauci. But on Monday, the T-Fauci put an end to that with this little apology.
I had an interview yesterday that I was asked a hypothetical question. And hypothetical questions sometimes can get you into some difficulty because it's what would have or could have. The nature of the hypothetical question was if, in fact, we had mitigated earlier, could lives have been saved? And the answer to my question was, as I always do, and I'm doing right now, perfectly honestly, say, yes. The first and only time that Dr. Birx and I went in and formally made a recommendation to the president listened to the recommendation and went to the mitigation.
Yeah, it was just a hypothetical that happened to exactly match what's happening right now. Now, clearly the reporters there didn't quite buy it because right after he made that statement, a reporter asked this.
Are you doing this voluntarily or did the president?
No, I'm doing it. Everything I do is voluntarily. Please, don't even imply that.
Oh my God, you guys, I think Anthony Fauci's been kidnapped. Quick, Anthony, if you're in trouble, say something that you would never really say.
The president's very nice.
Jesus Christ. We're screwed, you guys. Now, once all of that silliness was over, we finally got down to the serious business, and he's got a video.
Please, you can put it on. Thank you.
People should be more concerned right now with the flu in this country.
A lot of people are concerned about the coronavirus because they're hearing a lot of news about it right now. But the reality is, comparing it to the flu, for example, it's not even close to being at that stage.
What if it is worse? Is this a moment where maybe countries put politics aside, a little bit of pride aside, and do we have U.S. officials, should U.S. professionals such as yourself get involved?
How worried should Americans be about coronavirus?
Coronavirus is not going to cause a major issue in the United States.
Jesus Christ. Yes, that's right. After the most destructive week of the pandemic, Trump started out his press briefing making Anthony Fauci apologize to him and then showing a propaganda video. But finally, once the video was over, the press briefing got down to what was important.
I saved tens of thousands, maybe hundreds of thousands of lives by putting it.
That you bought, the argument is that you bought yourself some time. You didn't use it to prepare hospitals. You didn't use it to ramp up testing. Right now,
you're so disgraceful. It's so disgraceful the way you say that. Let me just listen. I just went over it.
supposed to make people feel
I just went
confident
over
in
it.
an unprecedented crisis.
Nobody for 30.
What did your administration do in February with the time that your travel ban got
A
you?
lot.
What?
A lot. And in fact, we'll give you a list. What we
Children, please. You need to stop. Please. Can we please talk about what's happening now?
So on January 6th, no deaths. On January 11th, no deaths. And no cases. On January 17th, no cases, no deaths. I'm supposed to close up the United States of America when I have no cases.
You didn't close it down until the middle of March. Should you have closed it down earlier?
I closed down
question.
from
It's not
China.
from
Don't say 2.2 million. Cut it in more than half. Say 1 million people died. Well, that's much more than the Civil War. Cut it in half. Take the million and cut it in half. That's 500,000 people would have died. Now, that number we would have reached, okay? That would have been easy to reach if we did nothing.
That's right. Everyone said, Mr. President, you could easily kill 500,000 people. You know, I'm starting to regret complimenting him for the travel ban. I kind of think it's going to his head. Honestly, Donald, travel ban? Really? Be original, dude. I mean, that's your solution for everything. Either that or a wall. If only there was some kind of wall in China, maybe this would have all been contained. It was a full 40 minutes before they actually got to anything even resembling substance. And the press briefing was his longest yet, coming in at 2 hours and 28 minutes. So for the sake of my sanity and yours, I think we should move on to another subject. Stimulus checks. Right? Everyone loves stimulus checks, right? Remember those stimulus checks that we are supposed to be getting? Well, according to the Washington Post, the stimulus checks may be delayed. Just maybe. And they might be delayed because Donald Trump has insisted on signing his name on them. And in case you're wondering, no, that is not normal. Presidents don't sign the check that Congress writes to people. In fact, Trump had to sign his name on the memo line because he can't legally endorse the check. So we'll all be getting checks signed by Donald Trump, and as anyone who's ever gotten a check from Trump knows, there's about a 50-50 chance that it'll bounce. I mean, unless you go to Deutsche Bank. I hear that they still are the only people that are helping him out. Now, finally, Trump halted payments to the WHO this week, the World Health Organization, even though we're in the middle of a world health crisis. Disappointing, yes, but kind of makes sense since his three least favorite things are the world, health, and organization. Alright guys, that's all the time we got for you today. Thank you so much for watching my video. I hope you could hear me because I'm being really quiet. If you like what you see, subscribe to me on the YouTube if you're watching it on YouTube, and tell your friends, tell your wife, because they're raping everybody. And nope, no, that's not how I should end it.